Shall we start? Okay. Good afternoon, Mahatera, and all the venerables and Siales. Actually, yesterday we discussed about very important topic regarding food. It's about types of food based on time. Yava kalika, yama kalika, sattaha kalika, and yava jivaka. So newcomers, you can follow the videos which we already discussed. And through that you can understand. Even you join today, you can following the things what we are discussed. So today we are going to talking about the yama kalika. The early morning someone is asking from me, someone is accept some juice in the evening. Assume that some orange juice or something they accept at the evening. Can we drink that juice the next morning? He accept today evening, he kept it in room. Then that Bante wants to drink that juice next morning. What do you think? Is it okay, right? You accepting today, now evening you accepting, but you want to drink that early, just tomorrow morning. Can you drink or can't? The juice is acceptable, the juice is allowed one, anytime you can drink, but my question is, you accepting today evening, maybe at 4 o'clock or something, or now after 12 o'clock you accepting. Maybe morning you accepting orange juice. You bring it to you bring it to your room and you keep it. Then morning you didn't drink. Evening you didn't drink. But you want to drink that yesterday morning. Tomorrow morning you want to drink. Oh, this is good time. Can you drink or can't you drink? Katis sir, what do you think? According to Vinaya, you can't, right? Why you can't? Are there any option to make it allowable? The thing is, remember, when the sundown, when the tomorrow, that means today sundown, the acceptance will be over. Then you have to again accept from the anupasampanna. If you want to drink tomorrow morning after sundown, then you have to accept the some anupasampanna should offer to again you, then you can drink it. Right? Acceptance is over once the sundown is happened. Then the sundown is happened. The yesterday's accept is over. Then you have. Then that means your acceptance will be finished. Then you cannot keep as it is as a acceptance one. But this is only for the yama kalika, right? But some of the food have sattaha kalika. When you accepting something, the acceptance will be remain 7 days. That means you don't need to accept again and again. No one offered again and again, because one offer is more than enough for 7 days. That means you can keep it 7 days, you can keep and you can drink. Right? And another one is yava kalika. That means the first one. First one is acceptance will be finished after 12 o'clock. After 12 o'clock, acceptance will be finished. That means you cannot use that after 12 o'clock as well as tomorrow also you cannot use. Then you should give up at it's okay. Right? That means after 12 o'clock, acceptance is also finished and you must 100% you have to give up. You cannot keep even a small expectation regarding on that food. If it is so, then you are not allowed to eat even tomorrow. After 12 o'clock, then you can totally give up and you can give it to the Samanera. But the Samanera, then Samanera is very wise person, then he think, okay, Bhante will eat tomorrow also, then he kept it by himself. But tomorrow, then what will happen? He is offered again, Bhante, I keep it and I will give it back to you, then we can accept. But you cannot ask, I already gave you something like this, where is that? You can't ask him, okay? If you ask me, that means you keep remember and you asking. That means you are not give up totally. It's something, sometimes we also feel because some special food, delicious food, some desserts, something, some fruits, we know we can keep it more than 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, we can keep. Even we know that we can keep it, we cannot ask. Give up means give up. That much you have to have a concern, that much you have to have a concern rate on what you are give up. The give up is give up. You cannot asking again from the Samanera or Upasaka or someone, no one we can ask. That is why Anupasampanna Bhikkhu should be very wise person. They have to have really concentrate on what we have and what we can offer again and again. They have to take it back and they can keep safe. They can offer next day. So very important. Yavakalika is close all the acceptance when the sun is come middle. That means afternoon all the acceptance will be finished. Yavakalika. Yamakalika acceptance will be finished from that day. That means next day sundown the acceptance will be finished. Again he has to offer someone and then again you can use another day also. Day by day you have to accept, then after sundown the acceptance will be finished. For the Sattaha Kalika, acceptance will be remain until 7 days. That means if you are accept today, you can use that more 7 days without again accepting. No need to offer again and again. You can keep it 7 days and you can use it. Yavajivaka is only one acceptance is more than enough for entire your life. Yavajivaka. The acceptance will be never removed. But sometimes something like this. Assume some of the things someone is offered to you, then you are using as a Yavajivaka. But some Anupasampanna is come and take some from that. Maybe medicine or assume that someone offered to you vitamin C. Or omega fish oil, omega something like that. Some people argue that omega fish oil is something sattaha kalika because it's oil. But we consider it as a medicine. Right? The medicine is Yavajivaka. If you consider as oil, it comes to sattaha kalika. If you consider as medicine, it going to Yavajivaka. Most of the time omega oil is we use as a medicine. You know that tablet every day they offered us. So we known as a medicine, so you can use it as a Yavajivaka. But my question is, assume that we have the bottle of vitamin C. Then daily I am using one by one. Suddenly some Samanera come and he took my bottle, he take one tablet and he kept go. He is not offered because he think no, Yavajivaka is no need to offer it. You cannot consider it as like that. If Samanera is touched or if Samanera took from that, that means the offer will be finished. Again you have to offer back. No, you already touch and you already take from this. That means when the Samanera touch and take something from that, then the offer will be definitely finished. Again you have to accept from again you have to take offer from the Samanera. Otherwise you cannot use it. That is very important thing. Most probably Sattaha Kalika and the Yavajivaka, this problem will be happen. If Samanera is taking from that, that means your acceptance will be finished. The Anupasampannas cannot touch whichever you offered. Whichever you accept, Anupasampannas cannot touch. If they touch, acceptance will be finished. Again, you have to offer back. Again, someone should offer back to you, then again you can use. So those are the small things that you have to understand. Then Yamakalika, juice drinks we call Pana. The juice drinks of Madhu, honey tree, Muddika, grapes, Saluka, water lily, Coca, right? Coca, seeds, banana. Mocha, I don't know what the word is right in English meat. The seeds, banana, that mean atikehel. Yeah. We call, in Sinhala it says atikehel. You know that banana is really hard to eat, but very delicious. Some of the animals, when the smell is coming, they are really greedy for that. But they don't know about there are big seeds. When they eat more and more, they cannot push out. After eat, the digest not will be much proper, as well as when they want to push out, it's really difficult, very hard. At that time they think, I never eat this, because that much very painful. But what will happen? Again the smell is coming, they forget that, again they eat. We call atikehel, but seeds banana. The mocha, seedless banana, is normally what we eat is seedless. That means it also have a seeds very small, we can eat. Amba is mango, jambu is rose apple, parusan, what is that? Parusan including the freshly squeezed juice of sugar cane, lotus fruit, all fruit except grain, all leaves except cooked vegetable, and all flowers except licorice. Licorice means some alcoholic, right? Except licorice. What? Heaven, yeah? I see. Grains mean, yeah. Grains mean done, yeah, grains, yeah. Cooked vegetable, yeah. That means whichever we used to cooked. This is why it's mentioned because of tea. In Myanmar, they use tea leaves for cooked. So if they use tea leaves for cooked, according to Vinaya, they cannot drink tea leaves, or they cannot take a plain tea for at evening time. Spinach. Though if something is used as a vegetable or as a curry or something, as a diet purpose, such a leaves we cannot use at evening. That's the point. For the most good example is Myanmar. Some of the Sri Lankan monks, when they go into Myanmar, they cannot drink tea, right? Because tea is, in Myanmar, they took as a diet purpose for the lunch, or sometimes not breakfast, but most probably lunch. They use tea leaves as a food, yeah. If they use tea leaves as a food, then they cannot drink at the evening, because the tea leaves we have to dry or we have to boil to drink. The foods we cannot boil and drink. And whichever used for food purpose, we cannot use it for the drink or pana purpose, the drink purpose. That is the point, right? That is why it says all leaves except cooked vegetables. And all flowers except liquorice. I think liquorice is the word, right? I see. Licorice. No. Sugar cane we cannot chew. We can take the juice. Because we are using sugar mean, actually the sugar is not coming suddenly. Sugar, we are preparing from the sugar cane. When we chop and take a juice, we dry and something like that, then we use sugar. We create sugar. Sugar is coming from the sugar canes. Sugar cane directly we cannot eat. We have to filter, right? Yeah. Sugar juice, yeah. Sure. Because sugar is coming under the Sattahakalika. That's good. Assume that. But only the thing is, sugar juice, if you are taking sugar juice, if you keep it 7 days, the taste will be changed. And also we cannot use, juice is something, if you made a juice from the sugar canes, it's better to drink same day. If you keep it 2 or 3 days, the smell change, taste change, because it has something, Yeah. Black, yeah. That's the thing. They change everything. But according to Siala says, there are Vinaya rules, there are Vinaya option. You can keep 7 days, no problem. The fridge or something, yeah. I see. Yeah. Right. That's good. That's right. Okay. All fruits except, because remember that all fruits, it's meaning that which is acceptable for the pana. You can, whatever the fruits you can use which is allowable for the pana without grains. That is it means. That doesn't mean that the watermelon, papaya, everything is you can use. Doesn't mean that. All fruits mean all fruits which is allowable for the pana. Right? Because sometimes you have to, because the explanation in the English terms, sometimes we can misunderstand. Yeah. You can use, that's good question. The all fruits you can underline, which is allowable for pana. Because some fruits we cannot use as a pana. Watermelon and papaya. Some of the country or some of the bhikkhu, they don't use avocado also. But avocado, in Sri Lanka, avocado juice they use in the evening. There is no any issue. But sometimes the pineapple, they don't use, because nowadays pineapple they use as a curry also. Pineapple they use for the curry purpose. Then normally, yeah. In Thailand also they use pineapple as a curry. So pineapple juice is something we don't use. But sometimes the mango also they use as a curry. But mango is coming under the attapana. The 8 types of pana, mango also we use as a pana. But yeah. That's the problem. Sometimes we have to just think whether we can use mango juice or something, because if they use as a curry, then it's a problem. All right. According to the commentary, the juice must be strained and may be warmed by sunlight, but not heated over a fire. This is very important thing. You cannot boil the fruits. Fruit juice you cannot boil and drink, right? Or you have to strain and maybe warmed by the sunlight, but not heated over the fire. What category boiled juice would fit under? The commentary does not say. In discussing the great standards, the commentary says that grain is a great fruit, and thus the juice of one of the wood fall under the same class as the juice of grain. Therefore, as a non-staple food and not a juice drink, from this judgment may communities infer that the juice of any large fruit, such as pineapple or grapefruit, would also be classed as a non-staple food. The commentary knows further that if a bhikkhu himself make a juice drink from fruit, etc., he has received it, count as a non-staple food, and must be consumed before noon. So must be consumed before noon mean that it comes to yama kalika. So however, only the thing is you have to understand yava kalika. Yama kalika is the thing, the juice that you can use, which is allowable. The which is not allowable, you cannot use as a juice. The table 55, it says large fruits. This is another one, the mahapala. You can use. You have to accept, and again you have to accept from the anupasampan. Energy drink, and that is what we call soft drinks. Everything you have to accept again. Yeah. Mm-mm. But infrared, I understand. I just think what is the point, because yeah. No, the thing is infrared light. The first we have to understand infrared light is, it's something with the infrared light is not sunlight, right?
Yes, it's sunlight. It's red light. It's sunlight.
Artificial one, right?
Yeah.
From the current, right?
There's the infrared light. So I was thinking, because I always want to offer warm juice and they say cannot.
But infrared light actually is a new question for me, because I've never think about the infrared light. But according to my knowledge, there should be some, why Buddha is speaking about sunlight is a super 100% natural, right? We have to think like way. The sunlight is a supernatural, because no any whatever the actions we are taking, just natural. Another one is train and sunlight, but it's never mentioned about why they are telling about not boiling is, if you using whatever the any other technique for the boiling, it's not a sunlight. But if it is not a sunlight, then we have to think twice the time whether it is acceptable or not. But please keep that question as it is, because I am not giving direct answer, but I have to think much, because infrared light is not a natural light. That is what my point. Because Buddha is giving sunlight is natural is a pure natural. If we give chance for infrared light, but in today's society there are many ways to boiling without gas or something. There are many ways, then we can use many ways to use. Yeah. Microwave now not acceptable, never. Yeah. Never boiling. Hmm. Yeah. So you have to just think about that. Yeah, that is what I am pointing, because suddenly we cannot give answer because Vinay is not myself. But that is why we have to think, because good question. Question is good, but critical because under the Vinay, even someone asking from you some Vinay question, don't hurry to give answer. Just observe what is the question, what is the point, because many questions can become, because that is Vinaya. You see, if Abhidhamma or Sutta someone asking question, we cannot exactly give answer because it cannot be changed. But Vinaya is very practical. The infrared light, it never mentioned about the main text or commentary. But it's a good question. We can think. But because infrared light, as you said also, that we can increase the frequency under the boiling. Then what will happen? If we said okay, that means definitely anyone can use infrared light for boiling. Then no one cannot blame because teacher says so. This is not a sun. This is not about whatever the Vinaya said. The Vinaya says do not boil, but we use infrared light. When the frequency is increasing more and more and more, what will happen? It's also boiling. Then what will happen? Another problem. So keep that question. We will discuss, and I will ask from.
Because I want to offer, you know, when you offer, there's difference between when you offer a pure juice and a juice that is cooked,
Mm.
already warm. The change of temperature, the bubu,
Mm.
will is better when they weakens medicine for the pixie.
Mm.
And I want to give that all the time, but I cannot.
No, for the medicine purpose, it's good. For the medicine purpose, it's not become a pana.
But if they're not sick, is it okay?
There is no sick
They're not sick.
uh,
I just want to give it because it's
as a medicine.
yes,
Uh,
because the juice that is warm and the juice that is not warm,
uh,
there's a big difference.
But the thing is, my point is, if you use as a medicine, for the medicine there are no any issue. But if you use as a pana, there is an issue. That's the only thing. Anything if we use as a medicine, then medicine purpose, there are no any barriers, then you can use
Oh, but
boiled.
for us, we want to offer to the people, but he's not sick. So I say, I'm going to offer you this.
But if there's no sickness, we cannot use it as a medicine.
Yeah, see?
That's the point. We should sick, right? We cannot give the boiled thing for the future sickness. He cannot determine, oh, you will be sick, maybe if you not using this, you will be sick, then please do it. Then if it is so, we can eat also at night. You might be sick, then please eat.
So the pan, actually the pan with the temperature is better than the pan without the temperature. That's true.
Yeah. Because if he boiled, I think the healthiness also might be changed if he boiled.
Yeah, but it brings help to the monks.
Mm-mm-mm.
It changes the udu with the temperature. It's bring good health.
Mm-mm. But remember that we cannot boil, right? The coconut. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. But for the pana, we cannot boil. That's the point. Yeah. It's going to diet purpose something. Yeah. So coconut, jackfruit, breadfruit. What is breadfruit? We call the little jack, right? Yeah, jackfruit is big one. Breadfruit is small one. Is it there, right? In Sinhala, I think breadfruit is something small one. The bottle ground. What is that? The white ground. Uh, muskmelon, watermelon. So please check what is this, because the breadfruit, I think they'll about this one, this tree. Please check what are these fruits.
Some Pali terms are different in different traditions. For example, for the watermelon, the same Pali term in the Nyingma tradition is watermelon, in Sri Lanka is pumpkin.
No. Sri Lanka also watermelon. Yeah. Pumpkin is something different fruit. Ah.
He explained to me, because I asked if watermelon juice is
Same. Sri Lanka we use watermelon. Sri Lanka also using watermelon, right? Is it that the red one, right? The green fruit, but inside red one, right? Watermelon. Same. Sri Lanka also we call watermelon. Pumpkin we call something. It's a diet purpose. It's a food. It's a vegetable. It's a vegetable. Sometimes maybe have some different words, but remember, according to Vinaya, the commentary actually have different words also for the watermelon for one name and the pumpkin for another name. It has, right? Not the same term, yeah. Then we can use third one, Sattahakalika. Sattahakalika mean you can see Sattahakalika, the 7-day tonics, also called Pancha Besajjhani. Besajjhani mean medicines. There are 5 types of medicine, not like today. Today we have many millions of medicine, whichever the purpose, whatever the purpose, there are many medicine for, a lot of medicine for different types of sickness. But earlier days in Buddha's time, Buddha is introduced 7 types of medicine for whatever the sickness we use, same thing. The first one is Sappi. The Vibhanga defined the 5 tonics as follows. Panchabesajja, 5 tonics. Sappi is ghee. Means strained boiled butter, oil made from the milk of any animal whose flesh is allowable to eat. See the introduction to the food chapter in the Pachitya rules, then we can understand that. Sappi is something, the boiled butter. The cow milk, the different times we can convert it into the different states. When we freshly taken from the cow, we call milk. When it's older, then it becomes something, another different name. Again and again, same milk, it converted into the different types of product. The Sappi also one product, but this is we can use for the 7 days. 7 days we can use for the whatever the, because earlier days Sappi is very famous one. Sometimes that is why we have to understand Sappi is Sattahakalika. This is very good point. But the rice is Yamakalika, right? Rice is Yavakalika. Rice is Yavakalika, Sappi is Sattahakalika. If someone is, assume that now you take from the breakfast, going begging and you take a breakfast, but you have a Sappi. You already taking before 2 or 3 days. Someone offered you Sappi. Then with Sappi with rice, very delicious. Because in India, I think they use Sappi for every time with the rice, right? It's very famous very famous one. Can we mix with the rice Sappi? Change, the Kalika will be changed. That is the point what I want to explain. You took rice today, you mix Sappi whichever you accept, maybe 3 or 4 days before. If you mix with the Sappi and rice, the rice become to, not today, you accept rice again. The rice going to the Sappi's days. The Sappi whichever the date you accept in Sappi, the rice also going to that day. Then you cannot eat that rice because whichever we accept him earlier, we cannot eat today. They convert it into the lower types of the food, right? You accept in Sappi 2 or 3 days before, but today you have a rice, then you are going to eat. You feel that if I mix Sappi something, it's very delicious. If you mix it, you cannot eat this rice because the rice also going to, not today, it's going to 2 or 3 days before you accept it like that. So Yamakalika, we already knows that Yamakalika is the Yamakalika. That means wherever we accept only that time, that means until the 12 o'clock you are allowable to use, other than that you cannot use. But suppis, we know we can use 7 days. So we cannot mix those things together. If we mix it, what will happen? Then the what we call types of this one, the types of food based on the time, especially from here we can understand. See, Sattahakalika is third one, Yavakalika is first one. Yavakalika is only for morning time. That is the rule. If it is only for morning time, that means you cannot, after 12 o'clock, you cannot use it anything. But if you mix with the Sattahakalika, mean the time is going to not only that day, but also it going to 3 or 4 days before. Oh, you cannot think to eat that. Because why? You mix sappi with rice, then the rice become again, the rice quality is going to sappi. Then even sappi is Sattahakalika, rice not become a Sattahakalika, is a Yavakalika, then you cannot eat. You cannot mix these kalikas as it is, as you want. But remember that sometimes, how we call that? Sattahakalika you mix with the Yava Jivaka. What will happen? Can. Bhante said can. Oh. Sattahakalika we mix with the Yava Jivaka. What will happen? Assume that Yava Jivaka we already accept more than 1 month. Right? More than 1 month. But Sattahakalika we mix today with the medicine or something. Right? The things you have to understand when the mix with the, but here is Sattahakalika, we mix with the Yava Jivaka, actually not a problem. It's not a problem because Yava Jivaka is Yava Jivaka. We don't worry about the Yava Jivaka. But Sattahakalika is the problem because Sattahakalika we have only 7 days. If it is Sattahakalika still 7 days is not finished, we can mix with the down one. The Yava Jivaka we can mix, but Sattahakalika we cannot mix with the Yamakalika or Yavakalika. For the upper level we cannot mix, the lower level we can mix. That means Sattahakalika is we are allowed to 7 days, that means you are allowed to 7 days use. Right? But the Yava Jivaka is we are allowed to entire, any days we can allowed. Any day we can use it. So that is how you have to think the types of food based on the time when it's mixed, what will happen. We call the Kalika. Kalika means the time. Every time when it's mixed, it comes to lower time. Every time the usage will become a lower. That is why if Sattahakalika mixed with the Yavakalika, then definitely the time will become a lower. That means you cannot use rice or something, you mix with the Sattahakalika things. Because it's already accepted in very earlier. Maybe 2 or 3 days you accepting thing, you mix with now. This one become a Sattahakalika. You cannot eat now. Use it the Yava Jivaka. Yava Jivaka. You can use it because of, assume that the coffee and sugar, assume that coffee and sugar. Coffee we use as a Yava Jivaka. Right? Then coffee is, we assume that we accepting something very long period, but sugar is only we have 7 days. Then again, if you consider, oh, coffee is we accepting very far, then how we mix with the sugar with coffee? Don't worry about, you can mix and drink, because we are not consider about the Yava Jivaka, we are consider about the Sattaha Kalika. If you have allowed to Sattaha Kalika, then no need to worry about you mix with the Yava Jivaka. But Sattaha Kalika, you cannot mix with the Yama Kalika. Assume that. Yeah. One is 2 problem, one is 3 problem, one is 4 problem. One is the problem. Yeah. The Yamakalik and Sattahakalik also again problem, because sometimes for the juice, actually it's not a problem, because Yamakalik is assume that now you've arranged some fruit, that you want sugar. If you have a sugar, Sattahakalik sugar, still the 7 days is not finished, you can mix it, no problem. You can mix it. That is the Sattahakalik is the thing, Sattahakalik is the Sattahakalik. That means 7 days you are allowed that, right? 7 days you can allow. Something is mixed, right? You prepare some juice today. Can you use your sugar with that? Sugar is you already accepting maybe 2 or 3 days before, right? That sugar and whichever you prepare in fruit juice today, can you mix or not? What do you think, Bante? Sorry? You prepare some orange juice today. Yeah. But you mix sugar, whichever you accept, 3 days or 4 days, whichever you accept. Can you mix or cannot? What will happen? Huh? Juice is you received today, but sugar is coming from 2 or 3 days before. Can you? Cannot. Yeah. Bante, what do you think? Yes, my question is the things Sattahakalika with you mix with the Yamakalika. What will happen? But we already know Sattahakalika and Yavajivika okay. We can mix because Yavajivika is Yavajivika. Any day you can use, as an example, you can drink coffee with your sugar. You can drink tea with your sugar at the evening, no problem. But what about the Yamakalika with Sattahakalika? That's the point. Cannot mix, because if you mix the Sattaha, the Yamakalika is going to back. It's a problem because Yamakalika only for evening time. But you can mix Sattahakalika with the Yavajivaka. Yavajivaka you are mixed with the Sattahakalika, it's okay because tea, coffee we call as a Yavajivaka. If you accept coffee today, you can use any time without accepting again. But the juice, the fruit juice something, it's only for at the evening time. If it is evening time, only for if you use only for evening time, then the juice definitely we have to understand. That is why, can fruit juice make by the ordination monks? By yourself you cannot make because the fruits you cannot touch at the evening. After sundown, you cannot touch fruits. Any fruits you cannot touch. You cannot prepare any fruit juice for the ordination monks. Ordination monks cannot prepare any juice at the evening. It should be prepared by some of the Anupasampanna, maybe layperson, maybe samanera, anyone, thank you, but ordination monks cannot prepare any fruit juice. You cannot take. But evening I am meaning. Evening we cannot. Morning. Yeah, morning. Morning we can. Evening we cannot. No. Morning we cannot. Morning we can accept any food. But Bhante says we accept morning, we cut and everything we do and we mix also, we prepare juice and we put it into fridge by yourself. It's possible because it's a morning time. But that juice should be accepted after the 12 o'clock from someone. We cannot take it. After 12 o'clock we can, I already prepared this, no worry, then I can take it. You can't. Again, someone should be offered to you, right? So, yeah. Sure. But juice should be not what we call that steppable food. That means chew or something. Okay. Can. Morning juice you can use in the evening also. Yeah. One day you are allowable for the Yamakalika and Yavakalika, both you are allowable juice, fruit juice. The juice is acceptable or allowable at the evening also, you are okay. But some juice have some, the parts, fruit parts, then we cannot. If there's a fruit parts, we cannot drink at the evening, only morning. Reoffering no need to at the evening. But the bhikkhu is preparing the juice is something different, yeah. Because he already prepared, he put it, because he accept the fruits and everything he doing because of the morning. He prepare and he put it in refrigerator somewhere. After 12 o'clock, that means the incident is over. Even is a fruit juice, after 12 o'clock, it's even because it's made by himself. Then again, what we have, if you want to use it in the evening, then you have to definitely accept from Anupasampanna. But early morning, someone is offered you juice. It's a juice, someone is prepared, no problem. If you are accepting early morning, you can keep it until evening, then evening also you can use it because no need accept again. No need someone offered again. Because it's the original juice you already accept. But this juice, the morning you are already prepared by yourself. You take fruits by yourself, everything you take, then you prepared. Then it's a problem. You can use it at the morning time, but if you want to use it in the evening time, you have to accept. Okay. Very easy. Don't be confused. Very easily you have to understand. Yavakalika this is the highlighted one is the very serious. That means whichever we are using in the morning, that means it's only allowed at the morning time. That's the first thing. Yeah. If it is mixed with whichever the Yamakalika, Sattahakalika, Yavajivika, especially Yavakalika mixed with the Sattahakalika, Yavajivika, is really dangerous because the time it's going to past. Because Yavakalika is allowed only present day morning time. Yavakalika is allowed at that day and also only for the morning time, not the evening time. That's the point. If it is so, if you mix it, the Kalika, the time is going to past. If you mix with the Sattahakalika or Yavajivaka, then time will go to past. When the time is going to pass, if you mix with the Sattahakalika, time will go to past. When the time is going to pass, that means you are accepting not today, you are accepting in more than today or more than 2 or 3 days earlier. More than you are accepting 2 or 3 days earlier, you cannot eat now. That's the point. Because Yavakalik is allowed only for today morning time. If you mix it, the date will be going to pass. Allowed. Okay. Okay. You can mix Sattahakalika with Yava Jivaka. The third and fourth one you can mix. That means if you want to take some medicine with the sappi, then you can take medicine with sappi. Some of the herbal medicine we have to use with the sappi, then you can use herbal with the sappi. You can take sugar with medicine. That means some of the oil we have to use as a medicine, then you can mix with the medicine and you can take, because that is okay, because the medicine is allowable only for 7 days. Yavajivaka is there are nothing to worry. Entire life it's allowed. Entire life it's allowed, whichever you accept. 3 and 4 mix is doesn't matter, but 1 and 2 mix with the 3, 1 and 2 mix with the 3 is the problem. That's the point. Porridge.
And the porridge had honey inside.
Huh.
She offered, or she offered the porridge, and the people
It's mixed.
mixed with his honey.
Cannot.
With his honey is
Cannot, yeah.
If she offered with her honey, whatever.
No problem, no problem. The honey is accepting today, if someone is mixed with the porridge. But this is talking about Sattaha Kalika. That means you already accept maybe 2 or 3 days before. That thing we cannot mix with the whatever you accept today. Sorry? Avla. Amla, yeah, Nelly, yeah. Sure. Sugar. When it's mixed with sugar, the kalika will be lower, yeah. It's lower, it's become lower. We can mix, but what will happen, the Yavajivaka, the entire time period is shorter to the 7 period. That's the point. But some of the Vinaya rule have a Bisakka Sanyoge Anapatti. There's a one word. But in the commentary, this is coming from the teachers. If you are using as a medicine, right? You are mix amla with the sugar as purpose of the medicine. Even it has a sugar, if we take it as a medicine, then you can use it as a Yavajivaka. We call Bisakka Sanyoge Anapatti. We are mixed on behalf of medicine. Not for the Sattahakalika things, or not for the whatever the, tiredness or something, but this is for the medicine purpose. Some of the medicine have a sugar. As for example, some tablets, in Western tablets also, it has some sweeten, right? As for example, vitamin C. The vitamin C tablet have some sugar, because when we taste, we don't need water, we can keep in our mouth and we can, Then someone can question, there are some sweeten, that means there should be some sugar. If it is a sugar, the vitamin C only we can keep on 7 days. No. Vitamin C we consider as a medicine, the tablet. The tablet we consider as a medicine, then we can use Yavajivaka. That is we call Bisakka Sanyoga. That means we are mixed with only for the medicine purpose. We mix sugar for the medicine purpose. The sugar, even that the sugar taste come, it's mixed with the medicine purpose. Then it become a medicine. The medicine we can use entire life as a Yavajiva. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mm. 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 Uh-uh. No, 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 no. We cannot use it that. Then it's something, medicine is a medicine. Sometimes, some of the sickness, we only take it for, not for the tiredness or wherever we are traveling or something. Mm. Mm. For him, he can use because he just get, because your purpose is medicine purpose, his purpose is just a candy or something sweeten. So he can use that day, and he can, if he wants that, he can only keep it 7 days because it's mixed with the sugar. Then he have to think such a way, but that is why there's two ways you can consider. Someone consider it as a medicine, someone it can be considered as a candy or something. If you consider whichever the way, then the time will be changed. It can. Because some of the time, some of them they kept sappi or something, they mix with medicine. Sappi, they mix with some herbal medicine, and they keep it as a long period. They know it has a sappi, but they not consider it as a sappi because they only consider it as a medicine. As for example, there are some medicine tripala. Tripala mean there's some 3 fruits we mix together. We create some some small small powder, and we create some small balls, with using sappi. But it's sappi mix. Even sappi is mixed. Now we have a doubt. Oh, if there's a sappi mix, then it definitely should be shortened to 7 days. No, we consider it as a medicine. We only take it when the body heats is up, or when some our dietness problem, then only we take that. We can keep long period of time as a medicine, not as a sappi, because sappi clearly doesn't feel or didn't see any sappi things, but we bubble or we will boil with the sappi. We use sappi for the round it. Yeah. So such a way, some of the things we have to understand, because you should not confuse, because this is actually why Buddha is mentioned about this kalika, because this if you don't know, if you are not consider about these kalikas, it's really harmful. Sometimes it can be contradicted with which one is right, which one is good, which time is good, which time we can use, something like that. So when you eat something, always you have to consider about the whichever you use, or when you are going to eat something, you have to consider about the time. The sappi, navanita, the fresh butter. Sappi and navanita, some kind of milk, some different state, right? Navanita is a fresh butter, must be made from the milk of any animal whose flesh is allowable. That means we know the last time we discussed, some flesh not allowable. Then sappi as well as navanita, we can use the allowable, the flesh is allowable. The animal's flesh, the whose flesh is allowable. None of the Vinaya texts go into detail on how fresh butter is made, but the Bhumija discourse, what is that Bhumija? But the Bhumija discourse described the process as having sprinkled curd in a pot, one curdle them with the churn, right? Churn mean mix. Then fresh butter of this sort is still made in India today by taking a small churn, looking like an orange with alternate sections removed. That means when we mix some surface is something come up, right? That is the oil part. We call, yeah? Mixture. I see. Then what will happen? It looks like an orange with alternate section removed, attached to a small stick, that filling it in curd, all the white sprinkling them with water, the fresh butter, mostly milk fat, mostly milk fat plus some milk solids. What does that mean? Yeah. In the bottom, right? I see. What is this name? Coagulates, right? Coagulates mean? Coagulates on the churn. Stick, right? Okay. And when the fresh butter is removed, what is left in the pot is diluted but diluted buttermilk. Fresh butter, unlike creamery butter made by churning cream, may be stored unrefrigerated in bottle for several days, even in the heat of India, without going rancid. Right. So this is just about the process of making butter. But remember that sometimes in Sri Lanka, it has it called astra. You know, in India it also have astra, right? Some paste we made from the sunflower seeds, the sunflower seeds oil or something we prepare in something, but we cannot use in the evening such a paste. This is made from the cow milk, especially. I don't know which, maybe the camel milk also they made something, this kind of butter. Cow or buffalo, yeah. So most of the time, cow or buffalo, we use the fresh butter. Telang is another one. Oil, according to the Vibhanga, includes semen oil, mustard seed oil, sesame oil, mustard seeds oil, honey tree oil, castor oil, and oil from tallow. Tallow? Right, but just check the word, right? Kind of tallow. Bear, fish, alligator, that means the omega, the shark, the pig and donkey tallow. Tallow means something from their fat, right? Yeah. So whatever the telang, this all what we are discussing is only allow for 7 days. Because some of the oil we are using for the medicine purpose, as well as sometimes we are mixed with some herbal things we can use. So since bear meat is one of the kind normally unallowable for bhikkhus, the sub-commentary interprets this list as meaning oil from the tallow of any animal whose flesh is allowable, and from any animal whose flesh is eaten carries a dukkhatam is allowable here. Is another point that we have to understand. Since human flesh is eaten carries a thullacha, oil from human fat is not allowed. The commentary adds that oil made from any plants not listed in the Vibhanga carries a dukkhatam if kept more than 7 days. So these are the things you have to understand about telam. Still we are not going to any precepts under the Bhojana Vagga. Still we are talking about the what are the foods that categorize under the timelines, and that is what we are discuss, the foods coming under the timelines. So now we are talking about Sattaha Kalika. Other one is Madhu. Madhu is honey. No. It's mean Shale, some of the animals, this animal flesh, it comes to dukkata. So such a flesh, if some oil we create from such a flesh, in that case it's allowed. But for the human oils, it's coming thullache. So human oil we cannot use for any other purpose, right? But yeah. Oil. No, they can drink. They can drink. Some of the oil we drink, especially is that sesame oil. Some of them they drink. But the problem is, if it is exceed the 7 days, then what is the point? What is the Vinaya point? Assume that someone is yeah. But reoffer is cannot, because exceed the 7 days is it's coming nisagya, then we have to give it to the samanera. But such a oil we can apply for our body. We cannot eat a using purpose, or we cannot use as a food or diet, something we cannot use, but for the applying for body we can use it even it's exceeded 7 days. External uses no worry, but only the diet purpose or food purpose we can only have a 7 days. It's become cannot consume, yeah. But applying for the body or massage or something, expired, yeah. Internal yeah. So means the honey of bees, although the commentary listed 2 species of bee. Species mean the bugs, right? Species of, yeah. Sirika, long and with wings. The tumbala, large, black and with hard wings, whose honey says is very vicious and ranks as a medicine, not as one of the phytonics. Phytonics mean energy. Yeah. So the honey is creating by 2 of them, that is we call in the small one is we call the bee. Bees are honeybees. Yeah. Many types of honeybees, yeah. So the last one is panita, the sugar, molasses, right? Molasses mean another types of, we can take sugar from whatever the fruit. Is it fruit? Yeah, molasses. It's not a sugar cane, right? I see. Madhu. I see. The Fibanga defines simple as essence of sugar cane. The commentary interprets this as meaning not only sugar and molasses, but also fresh sugar cane juice. The Vinaya Mukta disagree here, saying that sugar cane juice, if kept overnight, can quickly turn it to alcohol, and so should be classed as a juice drink. The commentary also says that sugar or molasses made from any fruit classed as a food, example coconut, date plum, sugar beet, ranks as a food and not as a tonic. But it is hard to guess, that is what we calling, when we mix with the sugar, when it's changed, when it keeps some time, then it's become alcohol or something, have some change. But if it is, if we use as a medicine, then another part also we can see, oh, it's not actually not a food, it's a medicine. So likewise, the commentary also says that sugar or molasses made from any fruit class as a food, Example, coconut, date palm, sugared beet, rank as a food and not as a tonic. But it's hard to guess. It is reasoning here. Since sugar cane itself is also classed as a food. The Vinaya Mukta seems more correct in using the great standards to say that all forms of sugar and molasses, no matter what the source, would be included here. Thus, artificial sweeteners would also come under the rule according to even if the sugar has a little flour mixed in with is simple to make a firmer, right? Firmer, as sometimes happen in sugar cubes and blocks of palm sugar. It is still classed as a tonic as long as it is still regarded simple as sugar. If there is enough flour mixed, flour, right? Flour mixed in so that people are conscious of the flour being there. That means sometimes, you know, the jaggery or something, they preparing some of the jaggery for, when they preparing, they mix some flours for to become a thick, to keep the thickness, yeah, to keep the solid. So in that case, Buddha is allowed that, okay, if we use for the thickness or solidness, then it's okay. But we know flour is the flour, right? Flour is not allowed at the evening, but some of the time they use that for the thickness or some purpose. Then in that case it's allowed. There's enough flour mixed in so that people are conscious of the flour being there. Or if the flour is meant to serve more than simply as a firming agent, the mixture counts as a food and may not be eaten in afternoon or the day on which is reserved. Sometimes we mix more and more for the food purpose. Especially we have to consider why we mix for this, right? Because sometimes if we more mixed and then it become a food, it's not whatever the thickness or solid purpose. But sometimes we use solid purpose, then it's allowed. So that is it says. So however, then you can understand Saptakala, there's 5 things you can use: Sappi, Navanita, Telang, Madhu, Panita. These are very important things. When you're using, when someone is bringing some sappi, first of all you have to understand, even the ordination monks is using sappi, he should understand which day is actually accept. Then from that day to 7 days is allowed. After 7 days, he should give it to the samanera. He cannot destroy you, he cannot finish, throw out or basket or dustbin or you, he cannot do that. It's another problem. Then he should hand over it to the samanera. The samanera bhikkhu also should be a very wise person. Then he can give it back to by himself. Bhante, I will give it back you. Then you can use another 7 days, no problem. We cannot give and ask, give it back. We should give without any expectation. We give it to the samanera. Then they can use as it is, so they can give it back. Bhante, again 7 days I will give it to you. But if you give it 8th day, not the 7th day, you give it 8th day, then it's problem. Then again you have to give it to the samanera. This is almost nissagya. Almost the 7 days is over. Now any ordination monks cannot use this, and you have to hand over it. Then after that, the samanera should use within the samanera. It should not mix with the ordination bhikkhu. But samanera has a power. Again he can give it, Bhante, okay, now this is my one, I will give it back to you as a, then you can use it as a fresh thing. Then again 7 days you can again use. But remember that first of all you have to tell that this is already nissagya, already the 7 days is over. The best thing is not giving back to ordination bhikkhu. That sugar has to be used by the samanera, and samanera bhikkhu can give the fresh sugar or something fresh, new sugar to the ordination bhikkhu. So likewise, sometimes they are mixed, sometimes they are confused with the things. But only the thing is, why this kind of Sattahakalika things is introduced, because if it is allowed to keep as it is, because you can see the sappis, navatnita, tela, madhupan, these kind of things, especially if you keep in the, because when you go to the precepts, you can see some of the bhikkhu, they are storeroom, they keep more and more sappi, navanita in their room. Then what will happen? There are rat problem, the rats come and eat, they are vanish, they destroy the room as well as the places. Then the problem arise. Then Buddha, that is why limited the days. When the limited, what will happen? Whichever we storage is limited. For the 7 days, we are never drink or we are never use bag of sugar or something very big amount, very small amount we have to keep. And we know only have another 2 days, 3 days, then we know, then we keep. Some of the bhikkhu, they keep some bottle, very small bottle, they know for this full of this small bottle enough for 7 days. Then they keep only 7 very small bottle sugar, the balls, small bottle of ghee, something like that. Then they know as their consumption, they know for the 7 days that much small is enough. No need to bring more and more. So from this, it's limited the usage as well as limited the storage capacity of the ordination bhikkhu. Why? If they are allowed to storage more and more, they will definitely another problem. The many problems is arising, because especially not like today, because today we have a refrigerator, we have many secure, safe places, safe storeroom. But earlier days not like that. Earlier days they have not such a technical things. Then when they keep more and more as a store, then definitely some of the animal, the rats and many issues happening. That is why this kind of limitation Buddha is established. So clearly understand about Sattahakalika. We will move to the Yava Jivaka. I think Yava Jivaka, right? Yes. The Yava Jivaka we will discuss after taking 5 minutes break, okay? Okay. It's about Besajja. Please take a rest and we will start again another 5 minutes. Then another Kalika, it's really interesting. Yava Jivaka is, in shortened way, we will understand this is about the medicine. The Besajja, the Moola Besajja. Some of the Besajja we use roots as medicine. Turmeric, ginger. But remember that the turmeric and ginger, when we use as a medicine, we should have to, what we call the kappyang. Right? The kappyang things we have to especially understand, because some of the time, because the roots, if it is live roots, we cannot directly use as a medicine. We have to take it as allowable. We have to convert it into the allowable usage and we have to use it. That is very important thing. Kasaya Besajja, that means decoction as medicine. Decoction of nimba, kujja. Some of the medicine we use as what we call the boiled and we use it as a Besajja, right? Panna Besajja, leaves as a medicine. Leaves of nimba, something like, some of the panna we use as a medicine. Pala Besajja, fruits as medicine. Vilanga, long peep, galnut, right? Jatu Besajja, resin as medicine. Hingu, gum patty. Chunnam Besajja, powder as a medicine. So whichever we use for the sickness, whichever we use as a sickness, for the sickness purpose, then we consider it as a medicine. But in today's society, there are several types of medicine. The Western medicine and the herbal medicine. So everything is considered as a medicine. Then if you want, then you can keep as it is the lifetime. According to the Mahavagga, any item in the 6 following categories by themselves are not used as staple or non-staple food are medicine. Roots, astringent, decoctions, leaves, fruits, resins and salts. For example, under fruits, Orange and apples are not medicine, but pepper, nutmeg, and cardamom are most modern medicine would fit under the category of salt. Using the grade standards, we can say that any edible that is used as a medicine but does not fit under the category of staple or non-staple food, juice, drinks, or the phytonics would fit here. So however, the medicine things, sometimes that is why I mentioned, even it's mixed with the sattha things, actually we use for the medicine purpose. Then we take it as a medicine, so we can keep long period of time. Some of the medicine in Sri Lanka, we using some vegetables also for the medicine. Sometimes some of them use alcohol also for the medicine. What is in Vinaya? What Vinaya says that if you use alcohol for the medicine, it is allowable or not? Someone asking, Bante, I have a medicine, I want to take a medicine, but that medicine I have to use alcohol. It is allowed or not? Allowed. Little mean, what is the presentation, what is the measurement? If you use liquor for the medicine, then the Vinaya says that the taste should not be there, smell should be not there, and the color should be not be there. When you see the medicine, you cannot see the alcohol color should not be there, taste not should be there, smell should not be there. That means then that is the measurement. That means that we can understand how little we can use for that. Understand? That means normally when we smell it, you know, the alcohol is something, alcohol is alcohol. Very small thing also we can feel that. That means that much very small part we can use for the medicine purpose. We cannot use more and more. Some of the time I can understand some of the Sri Lankan bhikkhu, they put some medicine for the alcohol and they drink. They said, no, Vinaya said that we can use alcohol for the medicine. But they not mention about the taste, smell, and also color. Color should not disappear, color should not appear, taste should be not appear, smell should not appear. That much very small part you can mix for the medicine. That is the Vinaya rule. So other than that you cannot. Even you mix with this alcohol with the medicine, even you mix when you want to drink, then you feel smell. Oh, you cannot, you are not allowed. If you smell, then you become a pachitya. Sura mere pane pachitya. Right? You have to understand that. Then there's another table 50. Color means alcohol color. Yeah, it should not appear. Brown? Brown or something, you know, light brown, something gold. There are different types of color. Whichever you mix, then the color is appeared in the medicine, then you cannot. Yeah, light yellow, huh? Yeah, sometimes. Color can be different, but whichever you mixed, then the color will be appeared. Even color not appeared, definitely smell and taste will be definitely, even when you touch, then you know it feels something. Because sometimes chocolates have alcohol, with alcohol. Cakes have with alcohol. Can we use? Homeo medicine. Homeo. But if it is a smell or taste come, you cannot use homeo. Remember that, huh? If it is appear, then you cannot. No. One even, then it's problem. Alcohol. Because sometimes it is some contradicted, because sometimes they not taking it as alcohol, they just taking it as a food. But even it's mixed with that, remember, when you eat, if you feel something alcoholic or something like that, because some of the time, if we eat one thing, we feel, oh, it's feel alcohol or something, then you eat again and again. What will happen? You feel definitely, you're unconscious sometimes. Maybe you have not very concentrate. That time, that mean the alcohol percentage is very high. That mean it's not to, it's good not to use. Yes, not actually for that. Sometimes because of we already discussed the 10 reasons why Buddha has established Vinaya. The one thing is, Dhammanuggahaya, Vinayanuggahaya. There are some of the things, Ditta Dhammikanang Asavanang Patigataya, Samparayikanang Asavanang Patigataya. Likewise, there are 10 reasons. The avoiding lobha is only one reason, but sometimes maybe we have to behave because of the lay people. Because if they see that, then it's a problem. Especially that chocolate thing is also, assume that some of the lay people, they bring chocolate with the alcohol, which it is mixed. Then when we eat that, we feel that it's alcohol, and also lay person also know that this is something alcoholic chocolate. Then they might test us, they might search, or they might be think, we'll check the bhikkhu will eat or not. Then accidentally bhikkhu can eat one piece, but he should feel that there is something a problem. Then he should ask from that person, is it alcoholic? Oh, this is not allowed. Then he have to put it. Even you have to not eat, because otherwise definitely lay person will get upset. Oh, Bhante is very interesting with alcohol. This is the way, because some of the lay people, they are always test. They are always concerning what is the attitudes towards this food, this thing. So that is why we have to be very careful, because sometimes they are very friendly with us, but they are judge on us. They are judging. Because I know some of the friends, when they offer something, I know why he is offer. Because I know that is the offering is, there are some story behind this. Then I'm really very careful, because even they offer like a faithfully, but I know, no, they are judging. They check when they offer something, what is my attitudes, what is my thought regarding on that. So we don't want to make them happy, but as a bhikkhu, we have to be very careful with engaging with the lay people, because they are judging on ourselves. So very careful, especially when they eat things. They are really upset when we greedy for the eat. They offered many things, lot of things they offered, but we cannot take everything. Because that is the Bhojanavagga first precepts also same. There are some place the lay people offered as a free of charge. Any bhikkhu can come and they can take very freely. Everything is prepared there. What will happen? The Chabbakki bhikkhu think, oh, if there is every facilities is there, if they are allowed, if they are offering many delicious food, why we begging every time? Why we begging in the village? Every day we can come here and we can take it. But that place is actually for whoever coming from far, whoever coming from the far, or whoever visiting monks, whoever don't have a food begging, when they going to food begging, they don't have food because lack of something, there are no people who offer dana. Then such a bhikkhu then come that place and they can take food without any hesitation, without any barriers. But what will happen? The Chabbakki bhikkhu thinks, no need to walk around the village, or no need to walk far. There is a place, good place. Every day it has a food. Then we go there and we will take. Then what will happen? Every day they're going, not one time, two times they're going and they eat. Every time they eat there, what will happen? Whoever coming visiting monks, finally they don't have food because every day Chabbaki Bhikkhu and come and they'll take all the food. Then again is a problem. The people shouted to the Chabbaki Bhikkhu. That shouting is going until to the Buddha. Then Buddha says that even such a place is free of charge. So every bhikkhu can go only one time. Maybe even there are no any special purpose. Even there are no any special reason. You cannot go to such a place. You have to begging in the village or somewhere. You cannot go there. Right? So this kind of precepts why Buddha is established. Even lay people offering such a food or offering whatever thing, we have to be very concerned, we have to be very careful when we are going to take it. Otherwise, they will get upset, they will judge on ourselves, and also they will really, their faithful will be definitely become downward because of our action, our word, our discipline. So that is why every time we have to concentrate on, not because of us, but because of others also, as a monk, as a Siyale, everyone. So, we will go to table 58. That's true, but the thing is, the people actually, Siyale, they are not concerned about the meritorious thing. They always, some of the people, they always looking our mistake. Some of them, they really think, is it good one or bad one? They're judging like this. Some of them have actually real faithfulness and they offer, then they even not thinking how they use, why they use, they never think. But some of them, they offered really good thing and they check whether he's using or not, whether he's giving to the other person or some person no. Time to time he is coming and asks, Bhante, where is that what I give you? If someone says, I will give it to some person or other one, then they got upset. Why you give it that? I gave it to you. Don't give it to that. Please take it. Please bring it. Sometimes they are talking like that. Not only that, in Sri Lanka, some of the people, some of the lay people, there are some, Dhamma discourse telecast under the television program or something. Then the devotees pay money. Then they are going to listening Dhamma talks in the television. It also broadcasts within the Sri Lanka. Sometimes they give list of name to send the blessings. List of name. Maybe 20 or 50 names they have to bless. Sometimes the monks have no time to read all the names. Maybe sometimes he read first two names, maybe last names, then the middle names, then he finished the Dhamma talk. Then what will happen? Then the devotee will be told, there is called to, not for the bhikkhu, but for the organizers. The bhikkhu, he is not telling this name, he is not telling this name. I will not pay the rest of money, I will not pay, give it our money. I don't want this. That is how it's happened. Not only Sri Lanka, but also many of the countries also, this is happened because faithfulness is something very different. Right? But according to Dhamma, it's really only focus for the Nibbana, right? What we are doing good things, you always wish attain Nibbana. Other than that, whichever it comes under the Nibbana, that means there is some problem. That is why in Pattan it says, Purima kusala dhamma pacchimanam akusalanam dhammanam upanisse pacche arammana pacche. There are some many reasons when you are going to do a kusala, the good things, but it will convert it into the akusala. Because sometimes some of them they offered something, but they have a bad intention, they have some low intention. The abbot should be recite my name 6 times, 10 times. Then abbot will be definitely introduce me as a good devotee. Then abbot will be happy about me. Then he will definitely talk with me personally. Some of time they have some low expectation, but they are doing very big thing. Purima kusala dhamma. That means at the beginning he has a good intention, but what will happen? Through that he is expecting some other than that. With the raga, with the desha, with the moha, whatever the defilements, he catch up that good things as a bad side. Then the final merits will be going to downwards. It's very important, but it's about Abhidhamma. It's not about Vinaya, but remember that even the Vinaya, as ordination monk, we have to be very careful when we deal with the 4 factors: food, robe, the rooms, there's a Senasana as well as the Besajja. These 4 things, every time even the lay people offered, that is, we have to know what is the measurement, what is the limitation, which part, which quantity we actually need. So we have to be with that. We should not expect in more and more and more. When we expect in more and more from the lay people, they also get upset. They're fed up with us. Sometimes when we call, they never talk to me. Maybe they reject us. That can be happen. That can be happen. Every time we have to consider about that. So table 58, the 4 Mahavikata, 4 great filthy things. These are the medicine that can be used unoffered in case of snake bite. If there is someone to offer them, however, it should be done. The urine, burn, excrement, the ashes, right? What is that? Sorry? Yeah. Ash and mud. So these things are we call as, if any case, without accepting, we can use these 4. It's very rare case, sometimes the snake bites or something. It's really some kind of medicine, because ash is something, sometimes when the snake, not only the snake bite, sometimes when we have some damages or something, then suddenly we use ashes, especially burning. For the burning, if someone burning their body parts, wherever, when we use ashes for the quick solution, but not a permanent solution, quick solution, as a quick solution we use ash. But mud also something, because these 4, what we have to know is, the Mahavikata we call, without accepting from other person, right? Without offering we can use as we want. That's the point. Without offering, we can use as we want: urine, burn, excrement, ash and mud. These 4, because sometimes, even you see, if it is the water, assume that this is water, there's a water cup. When you want to drink, when you open the cup, when you're going to drink, you see some parts in the water. Can you drink? Some maybe dust or something, it's drop it, but it's in the deep. Water is already consumable. Can you drink or not with that? You cannot. You have to accept again, because it has something in the water. Very important. Because that, so even such a so is in the case, if there's any small dust appeared, then you have to re-offer again, because you have some doubt, because there are some, small dust or something in the water, then you cannot drink. Then you have to accept again from the Anupasampanna. So this 4, the urine, burn, excrement, ash, mud, these 4, without offering from anyone, you can use as you want. Yeah. But the thing is, in Vinaya Dukkata, there's a Dukkata we call Vinaya Dukkata. That is why the bowl we always washing and we offered again. Sometimes we give it to the layperson, they also give it again back. Because, that is, very, very, very small, very, what we call, very, we should actually not concern about such a deep, but according to Vinaya, it says, Vinaya Dukkata. Vinaya Dukkata is, if there are dust or something in your bowl or in your water or whatever, then you cannot consume as you want. You have to accept again. Or you have to filter and you have to accept from Anupasampanna. Not only that, but also there's another very special thing. Assume that when you eat, When you eat, what will happen? Something is from your mouth, it's again dropped to the bowl. Can we eat again? You have to offer it back. You have to talk to some samanero, please offer me again, because something is putting from my mouth to bowl, because some what we call salivas with then saliva is going to drop it into the bowl. The saliva is not accepting from anyone. Then we have to reoffer. We have to set someone to offer again, and we have to eat. Or we have to remove whichever it's dropping from the mouth. We have to remove from the bowl, and we can eat. But sometimes when we offer, we don't know which part is actually. Then we have to search which part. We cannot see really exactly which part is the part. So sometimes the bhikkhus put some lot of the all the sum of the part, and they remove and they eat. So that is about Vinaya. So offering is something very serious. Then the dust is definitely you have to re-offer and you have to drink. Other than that, you cannot. Cannot, yeah. Snake's bite. Yeah, your own urine, yeah. Because normally, it's his own urine he can piss off and he can drink, right? Emergency case, yeah, in an emergency case. But the thing is, normally in general, in practically, we are not trying to use others' urine, right? Because it's so normally we have some, it's a disgusting. But for your urine, this is comes from my body, then no problem. Then he's not hesitate to use. But other urines sometimes is not practical. But this is actually any urine you can use, but normally it's happen is your own urine you are using whatever this emergency case. Yeah, drink, yeah. No, that is why this is special case. This is very special case. That is why we call Mahavikata. This is something is very special time, special case. You are allowed to use even it is not offered. Okay? Yeah. With the slaves. This doesn't matter. Only the thing is when it's come to mouth, it's mixed with the slaves, then it's something is dropped. That's the only problem. Okay. So the table 59, it's called Panita Bhojana, Sappi, Navanita, Tela, Madhupanita. These 5 we already discussed about under the Saptaha Kalika, which are, it's talking about Pancha Besajja, Sappi, Navanita, Tela, Madhupanita. The 6, 7, 8, 9 is, you already know, Macha, Mansa, Kira, Dadi. Macha mean fish, Mansa mean meat, Kira mean milk, Dadi is curd. Well, there is another point that we already discussed last time. If the Buddha is rejected to having a flesh, the animal flesh, why he defined as a Panita Bhojana, the fish and meat? The fish and meat. Panita Bhojana is, that is the great food which anyone can offer. If someone wants to offer the best food, the great, that means Panita means the sweeten or healthiness or whichever it's really higher healthiness or Panita is something, the superior food, best food. So under the best food, Buddha is known as Macha Mansa, fish and meat. So it's also something we have to think of. Wow. Buddha is considered Macha Mansa also as a super food, right? Special food. So that means if Buddha is not allowed to eat fish or meat, then why is categorized Panita Bhojana as under this? And also, other one is, if someone is offered superfood for the monks or whatever the other person, then he gains super merits because on behalf of that. It is about in a sutta. When you go through the sutta, but it says, if you offered the superfood, if you offered the best thing for the others, the best thing will comes to you. So that is why some of the time you can see when we go to the dana or when we comes to lunch or breakfast, most of the devotees, they would like to offer the super things, the meat, fish, various types of things, various types of fish, meats. Why? Because some of them, they know Buddha is allowed this, and Buddha is really allowed this, and this is super food. If we offer such a super things, then the return also comes super things. Because most of the time the lay people always expect in the return, the good things and good return. When you're doing good things, the return will be good. When you're doing bad things, the return will be bad. But in this case, when you are doing good offering, then the return will also, it will be definitely good things. So, Panita Bhojana, under the Panita Bhojana, again, the Macha Mansang is indicate that. That mean is a superfood. Superfood doesn't never indicate that you have to offer this. But if you offer this, then you can gain more and more merits. But in the case, but remember that it doesn't never implying that kill the animals or anything. That is what we discussed. Even Buddha is categorized under this one here like this. Other side Buddha says, if you are killing animal, if you are selling animals for the meat, then it become your ajiva become a very bad. It's become a michcha ajiva. You see, both side is covered. Not contradicted. That is the way. That is the way. Not contradicted, because Buddha know, even Buddha established such a way, people killing animals. Not because of, not even Buddha is, before Siddhartha is born, the people are doing. In the past lives, that also doing. That is why the first precepts is established as a Panatipata Veramani. For the lay people, at very first, it's prohibited killing animals. But Buddha knows, even so, people killing animals. Because of their livelihood, maybe sometimes they really like to kill animals. Whatever, maybe they don't have a kindness. However, Buddha knows people killing animals. Then if they're killing animals for the livelihood or something, then definitely it will be, the people is willing to offer to the ordination, willing to offer to the monks, as well as they expecting something like that. So however, every side is covered actually. No one cannot kill animals anymore, because Buddha established precepts: do not kill, do not sell. Everything from that side is almost covered. And this side also, he is not prohibited to eat, because Buddha knows that the prohibition is something different. Buddha is allowed in this side, but close this side. But Buddha know the best side is almost close. That means for the layperson also not allowed to kill any animal. Best part is that, right? If they are killing, that means killing means definitely offering is something can be happen. But offering side is closed, but killing side is open. Then it's not worth. Both side is open. Both sides. The worst side is closed. Other side is open. When the people is want to kill, they have to think twice. Buddha says, don't kill animals. If they are not doing, offer will not happen. But Buddha knows, even Buddha established such a precepts, people will be definitely kill animals. We have to think in general. Because if someone is criticized about the having meat or having animal flesh for the dinner or lunch or breakfast, especially monks. Monks are not allowed to eat something like that. Then you have to think in a very open-minded. Buddha never says to kill animals. Buddha really, every time Buddha says, don't kill animals. If you kill, the karma will be like this, like this, like this. It become a karma pata. Karma pata means it's really cause to your born, next born also. Not for the pravritti karma, it's a pratisandhi karma. That is why it's a pratisandhi karma mean if you are killing animal, that the killing intention really cause to your next birth. So that is very dangerous. Not only that next birth, but also entire your life journey until you attain Nibbana, your killing is harm to, it's cause to bad results. So from that it stop. That is what Buddha can do. Buddha cannot never put it any rule, or he cannot by force to don't do. But Buddha says if you killing animal, the results will be like this. Then people have to think not twice, 100 times once they're going to kill animals. But yesterday, the last time we discussed why people are killing animals. Because they won't earn money. The only purpose is earning money. Only purpose is they want to having rich with the killing animals. That is only the purpose. Not because of eat. Oh, people are eat fish. Oh, people are eat meat. Then I should kill and I will give it. No, that is not thing. That is not real thing. Right? This is another point that Panita Bhojana. Under the Panita Bhojana also Buddha explained about fish and meat. Another point that you have to understand. So, curd is actually not yogurt. Actually, dadis, from the buffalo milk, we keep some certain times, we mix with some, when it's thicky, the curd. It's not yogurt, but it's, yes, kind of yogurt, yeah. Yes, in India have curd, right? How it's prepared? Same way. Keep some certain times, right? From the buffalo milk, right? Both? I see. Okay. Milk, yeah, curd. Bean. Okay. The table 60. 4 dukkatas for food from kandakas. Antovutta, antopaka, samampaka, uggahita patiggahita. These 4 also very important. Antovutta, keep food in kuti. Eating it is. Antovutta means you cannot keep food as a storeroom. In your room, you cannot keep food in your room and you cannot keep and eat. Antopaka means cooking the food in the kuti, which means putting in the fire. Samampaka, cooking on food by yourself, oneself. Uggahita patiggahana, bringing some food, putting into the floor for a layperson to offer. Uggahita patiggahana, bringing some food, putting it in on the floor for a layperson to offer. That means you take by yourself and you keep it some nearby the layperson and you ask to offer. We call uggahita patiggahana. You cannot touch any food by yourself without offer. Uggahita patiggahana. In the lunch time, breakfast time also, that is why one of the bhikkhu go and he accept everything from the layperson. From that onwards, any bhikkhu can use it. Other than that, you cannot put it your bowl as you want, because if someone is not accepted. Right? Uggahita patiggahana. We can, whoever offered to you. Someone is pavarana for you, then you can say, I need this food, this food, this food. Whoever pavarana for you. Without pavarana, you cannot say, please cook something like this. Yes? Monk cannot cook. Monk cannot cook for the lay person. Yeah. It's wrong, yeah. No, he cannot. Monks cannot cook for the lay person because it should be other side. Lay person should cook for the monks. Sorry? The cold food. In the morning time, actually, it's not comes to cooked. It's already cooked one, but it's warm. It's not. It's cold. Then you want to just warm and eat using microwave something, right? You can. But yes, you can do that. You can microwave and you can heat because it's already cooked one. Before the fresh thing you cannot boil or cook, or you cannot use it as it is, right? The cooked one is just you want to just heat up and you can eat. That is not a cook. Yeah. Eat, yeah.
Yeah, but what if there's sometimes there's food that is salad, the salad is meat is still raw, then they put it like after it's already cooked. Is this considered?
Already cooked thing we can put it to the microwave because it's not a cooking.
So, but there's the leaves.
Raw vegetables.
Raw vegetables.
Raw vegetable we put it into the salad or something, right?
Yeah, it's salad. It's cooking.
It's a problem. It's a problem because. But kapya is something. Cooking is something. Yeah. 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 Now, fresh thing you cannot again warm and eat because salad and things, this is just a fresh thing. But the cooked thing is cooked. Whichever not cooked, that means even we cut or kapyang or whatever, it's still not cooked. You cannot boil it. Yeah, someone, because if Anupasampanna is boiled and give it, no problem. But for in yourself, you cannot burn it or boil it or you cannot use that. No, we known as is a cooked one. Even sometimes, why it's happening when you are put it to the rice cooker or somewhere. While it's cooking, if someone is pouring or something, some of the seeds, some of the rice things is not boiling or some rice is not cooking well. But we don't consider it as a not cooked things because it's actually almost worming or almost under the heatness or under the heatness it's happened, but because of the action it's not happened. But even again someone is heating or something, it's not a cook, it's about the cooked thing because already it's a boiling at very first. Assume that the first time the someone is Anupasampanna is doing that, when we going to eat, it's not fully boiled, it's a half boiled or something. The rising. Yeah, but very first we have to understand, at very first the Samanera is doing that, the cook process is starting from the Samanera or Anupasampanna. Unfortunately it's not cooked. Then after that we are not considered as it's again cooked. We just fry or something, we just put it some in again in the gas cooker or whatever we are using because it's already known as a cooked one. right? What I want to tell is not that something is comes into my mind, but suddenly it's going. Anyway. Cooked, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's considered as a cooked. Even it's not even it's a half boiled or something, assume that there's a big egg, right? But the egg is half boiled. Then if you want to more boiled, then you can put it into the hot water, because it's almost cooked one. That means that doesn't mean that it's a half cook and half not cook. Then the not cooked thing you cannot cook. There's nothing. If it is cooked at once, that means it's cooked, whether it's half boiled or full boiled. Okay, so doesn't matter. Yeah, at very first, if their processes start, that means it's cooked. What I want to tell is this good Vinay thing comes to mind. It's suddenly forget, but it's okay. So table 66, 61, from the table 61, we will discuss tomorrow, but tomorrow we don't have a class, but Monday we can discuss under the Bhojana Vagga, which are the precepts, one by one we will discuss. Then it's also very important, because right, it's come under the rule, the 10 rules of Bhojana Vagga. It has, then at that time we can discuss, right? So 5 ways of making fruits allowable. Kappiyam we already discussed, from the knife, from the fire, from the fingernail, removing the seeds, and abija, the seedless fruit are allowable. Like that we already discussed about the pancha kappiya, how it's doing. Then at that time some discussion is coming, the 3 times, so one time is enough. One time is enough, but some of the time in Sri Lanka we are doing 3 times, kappiyam bante, kappiyam bante, kappiyam bante, like that. That is only for the, the make sure that is confidence, it's perfectly it's doing, but even one time is doing, it's okay, right? Yeah, sometimes we have to do that. Ganabhojana. Right, the table 62, from the table 62 we will discuss tomorrow, Monday, right? Because time is over already. Right. We will go through from the precepts, then you can understand the why these are whatever we are discussing about the time basis of the food and whichever the things, the kalika and everything. It's come under the precepts. One by one when we go through, then you can understand, oh, this is coming under this precept, the Mahavikata, this coming under this precept. The reason and the story behind that, what is the story and why Buddha established such a precept. When you go through that, you can understand very clearly, okay? So for today, we will stop the class, and I would like to say thank you for especially abbot in this monastery, as well as who organized this Dhamma discussion, the Dhamma program, for the benefits of me as well as for the benefits of all the venerables and Siales and lay persons. So once again, I would like to share all the merits to the abbot in this monastery and all the organizing committee and who are support to this program, as well as my respectable teacher who is lived in Sri Lanka, and also who really teach me in Dhamma Vinaya. All the teachers may all attain Nibbana as soon as possible, as well as who already participated to this program. And may all you have been in this suffer and attain Nibbana as soon as possible. I would like to share all the merits to all the Deva who protecting Buddha Sasana, as all the Sangha, Bhikkhu Bhikkhuni, Upasaka Upasika. So I would like to share all the merits to the Deva. All Deva may attain Nibbana as soon as possible. Then we will spread the metta to all of them. Then thank you very much. Akasattha Chubhumattha Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chinan Rakkantu Sasanang. Akasattha Chubhumattha Devanaga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chinan Rakkantu Sasanang. Akasattha Chubhumattha Devanaga Mahiddhika පුඤ්ඤන්තං අනුමෝදිත්වා චිනං රක්ඛන්තු මං පරං සාදු සාදු සාදු